and welcome to Titanium Tarot, and today I'll be doing a reading for Capricorn, okay? So this is for anybody who has anything in their chart that is Cappy. If you do, great. If you don't, great as well. You probably have a message in here, so keep an ear out. And if you are a cross watcher, I welcome you with open arms, because heaven knows I was a cross watcher for many a video myself, so I get you and I got you. Now I will mention the decks I use as I use them. If I don't, they will be in the description box below. And with that being said, my gorgeous Cappies, gorgeous and fellow Cappies, I have like 3 placements of Capricorn in my chart. So with that being said, let's get into our cards. Yeah. So please, angels and guides, anyone who has good, who has a message for my Cappies, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good, who has a message for my Cappies. And we have the Strength card in the reverse. Okay. With the King of Autumn at the bottom of the deck, and the Queen of Spring, and the Prince of Spring, and the Six of Summer, the King of Winter. Alright, let's not go down that route. So please, angels and guides, the Dreamer popped out, which is the Fool in this deck. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good, who has a message for my Cappies, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides. And you have the Ten of Spring pointing towards the left. Now, cards pointing towards the left to me as a reader mean that they happened in the past, or they're happening super slowly. Hopefully this happened in the past for you. I sure do. Okay. So please, angels and guides, and Queen of Spring, anyone from the highest good who has a message for, excuse me, for my Cappies, please come forward and share. Okay. Alright. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Cappies, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Cappies, please come forward and share. I don't know if there is a relevance to the fact that I can't seem to get my cards. Maybe that's a sign that I'm too old. I need to buy a new deck. At the moment, this is the one I'm using. So, please, angels and guides, anyone with the highest good who has a message for my Cappies, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Cappies, please come forward and share what else they should expect. One fell. Next card, the Empress pointing towards the right. That could be a Libra or a Taurus. I think, yes. So, now, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Cappies, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Cappies, please come forward and share what else they should expect. And you should expect a 3 of Summer. The 6 of Summer at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Okay. So by the way, I use selenite on my decks to cleanse and purify them, just so you know. Alright, so that was the Radleigh Valentine Fairy Tarot deck. Alright, now this is the Brian Froud's Fairy Oracle. Alright, I'm going to use this to clarify. Yeah. So, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Cappies. I myself am a Cappy. I have I have 3 placements of Capricorn in my chart. Well, I'm not a Cappy. I'm not Cappy sun, but I have Capricorn in my chart in the outer planets. I think it's Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune are all in Cappy. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Cappies, please come forward and share why the Strength card is here in the upright. And we got Mike the Myomancer pointing towards the left. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck you have the Fawn as well as the Glenkner. Okay. Excuse me while I pick up my cards. I'm jumpy today. It's not my cards, it's me. Mike the Myomancer pointing towards the left. Why am I jumpy? I'm coming home, tell the world that I'm coming home. Let the rain wash away all the pain from yesterday. Do you see? I don't know all the words. Right, so now you have the 10 of Spring pointing towards the left. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Cappies, please come forward and share why the 10 of Spring is here pointing towards the left. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Cappies, please come forward and share why the 10 of Spring is here pointing towards the left. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Cappies. And the reason why is number 1, Arvel Parrot. Number 2, Ilby the Retriever. Number 3, Shiv the Cruach. Number 4, Faeries of the Future. Number 5. Why am I numbering them out? Singer of Connection. And the Sage, because I feel like it. Okay. Then you have the Empress pointing towards the right. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Cappies, please come forward and share why the Empress card is here pointing towards the right. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Cappies, please come forward and share why the Empress is pointing towards the right. And we got Los Conas pointing towards the left. Opposing directions. Followed by the Rar at the bottom of the deck, as well as the Oakman and the Laum. Yep. I'm coming home, tell the world that I'm coming home, wash away. Okay, so you got for the fourth set. You have the 3 of Summer and the 6 of Summer. Which in this deck, okay, so in this deck, spring represents wands, summer represents cups, and winter represents swords, and autumn represents pentacles. Harvest, yeah. Reap your rewards, that kind of thing. So the 3 of Summer, well, I need to first clarify. It would be nice. It would. So please, angels and guides, anyone with the highest good who has a message for my Cappies, please come forward and share what they should expect by clarifying the 3 of Summer and the 6 of Summer. Please, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Cappies. And we have the Green Woman pointing towards the right. Interesting. Right, so please, oh wait, what am I doing? No. Okay, then you have here the Fairy Sword and the Singer of Transfiguration. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Alright, so we start off with the Strength in the reverse. So the way I see it is that this week, someone you're dealing with or yourself might not have the strength necessary to face something, because this card says the grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges. The power of kindness and forgiveness. Time to embrace how wonderful you are. You ain't doing that this week. You are, I don't know what you're doing. I have no clue. But that ain't you this week. And I feel like it's only for this week. And possibly just for 2 days during the week. You know? Yeah, so I've decided that I'm going to equate the first card to the first 2 days, so Sunday and Monday. Second card to the second 2 days, so Tuesday, Wednesday. For the third card would be Thursday and Friday. No, Friday and Saturday, and then wait a minute. Anyway, 3 days, and the last one is the last day. So that would be Sunday starts the week. So the last card would be Saturday. Okay, so the first card clarifying the strength in the reverse is Mike the Myomancer pointing towards the left. Now Mike, okay, uses basically what myomancing is noticing the difference in details, but the details they're noticing are in the behavior and appearance of rodents. Okay, so now this could be equated to you noticing the details in your life and noticing how they are signs from your angels, guides, and ancestors to lead you in the right direction. Right? Because we have such a thing as called angel numbers. There's colors. Colors signify something. Being able to, having seen an animal, a specific animal in your day, means something. But you have to have seen it, not just have heard someone talk about it. You have to actually see it in the moment. Then you have the fawn. Now the fawn, alright, talks of understanding the nature of nature, natural wisdom, and natural magic. Yay! Awesome! Right, so this little lapse in judgment and this little lapse in strength in strength, yes, will allow you to notice things that you would not have noticed before. So for those for whom you have started noticing that the details that you notice during your day signify something, for you guys, you're just understanding the nature of nature. You're gaining natural wisdom, and you're being able to tap into the natural magic that is around us. Okay. Next, you have the Glancaner. Now the Glancaner, alright, talks of illusions, delusions, lust, projection, and clear sight. So for those for whom Mike, it would be meaning that you're going through it very, very slowly. It's possibly because you fell under the guise of an illusion, of a delusion, of lust, as well as projection. And so your clear sight is kind of blurry. In Armenian we say burdor, which means blurry, basically. I don't know why. I first thought of burdor, and then I'm like, well, that just means blurry, so why don't I just say blurry? But then what have you, don't mind me. Okay, but once you turn Mike upright, once Mike turns upright, you will have clear sight to see what is actually happening. Right? Yeah. Now, the next set of cards starts off with the Ten of Spring pointing towards the left. Now, as I mentioned with Mike, cards pointing towards the left to me mean that they happened in the past or they're happening super slowly. What is happening super slowly is that you are asking for help from others. All work and no play. Being weighed down by too many responsibilities. So you are, for those for whom this has happened already, means that you have learned your lesson, meaning that you're asking for help from others now. For those for whom this is happening slowly, you are still a little reticent. I don't know if we can use that in English, but you're holding back from asking others for help, even though you clearly see that you need it. Next, you have Arvel Parrot. Now, Arvel talks of communication, and I feel like for those for whom this has happened in the past, you have learned your lesson and you are now communicating with others more freely. For those for whom this has not happened yet, you need to communicate clearly with others in order to get out of this loop-de-loop that you find yourself in. Then you have Ilby the Retriever. Now, Ilby talks of office of unclaimed properties, hopes, wishes, loyalties. Alright, so I feel like for those for whom this has not happened yet, this is a hope, it's a dream, it's a wish. For those for whom this has happened in the past, this is something that you stay loyal to and you will not falter from because you know what it was like prior to this, and you're like, oh hell to the no, I ain't going back to that. No. Nay. Then you have She of the Cruach. Now, She of the Cruach talks of the receptive principle, fertility, and nurturing. So, what I'm picking up from this is that, yes, what am I picking up? But, is that you are receiving the information from your surroundings. You're noticing. You are receiving not only the information from your surroundings, but from yourself. You're like, I can't do this. I feel so drained. No, I'm not going to continue on doing this. nay, I'm done. I'm done. Really done. I know I'm repeating that. Next, you have the Fairies of the Future. Yay! I remembered. The Fairies of the Future. Now, the Fairies of the Future talk of be here now in order for you to get guidance forward while on your way forward. You need to be present to notice these things, because if you're not present, you will not notice these things. And with not noticing these things, I don't know why I'm emphasizing the not. And not having noticing these things, you will not be able to turn that 10 of Spring right side up for those for whom this has not happened yet. Right? Then you have the Singer of Connection. Now the Singer of Connection talks of spiritual connection, karma, balance, and empathy. I feel like you want to balance your karma out, but yeah, if you need to find a way to ask for help from others, talk, communicate, make your view heard, right? Even if the idea just pops into my mind. So even if that means getting fired from your job, that will actually be good in the long run. Hilariously, okay, I used to have last year, I took on a job as a translator, and I was the first person to be fired from that job in my group. And I remember letting them know, don't do what I did, just don't swear on the job. It's kind of slipped, and I thought no one would hear me, but they were still on the call, they were recording me, and they did not like the fact that I swore, so they fired me, which is fine. And as I was listening to a reading, and the reading said, in the long run, it's going to be very beneficial. And today I was talking to one of my ex-colleagues, alright, I was actually chatting with him, and he was like, yeah, you had it, I wish I wouldn't have been fired. You were so lucky. OMG. I'm like, well then I guess it's lucky I swore, right? Yeah, well I probably might not have been so perky and cheery at this point. I might probably not be doing readings at this point if I had been kept on. So, balance of karma. You're balancing out your karma and you're loving it. Yeah. It might not feel like it at the moment, but it's totally in your best interest. Then you have the Sage. Now the Sage talks of wisdom, hidden knowledge, retreat, old age, and patience. You see? It is with old age that you notice that things that are happening in your life are actually meant to make you better, to better you in the long run. So that me losing that job was very beneficial for me in the long run. I am certain of it. Next, you have the Empress pointing towards the right. Now cards pointing towards the right, to me as a reader, mean that they're happening in the future, like in the near future, or they're happening in the deep future. Meaning, if you continue doing exactly what you've been doing up to this point, this is going to happen. Now, for some reason, I had this, I was led to also say, or you might be attracting this person into your reality. If that is so, there's a specific person I'm thinking of, and I hope things will be better this time for you and your family. Okay? And I mean, it's kind of hard for me because I am a Libra sun. But hey, you know, but male Libras can be... I have an uncle that's like that, and I used to date, and I went on a date once with a Libra that was like that. It's kind of like it just didn't sit well with me. It just didn't. I'm like, ew, no. So the first card, all right, is the Lamb pointing towards the left. Now, like I said, cards pointing towards the left to me mean that they happen in the past, or they're happening super slowly. Now, for those for whom this has happened in the past, this indicates that you have found your sunken treasure, that you've discovered parts of yourself you never knew existed. You also went on an adventure. The biggest adventure you can ever go on is the one of the discovery of self, which is amazing. Yeah. So, yeah. So that is for that. Then you have the Rara card. Now the Rara card talks of wild energy, pure potential. Yep. So if you discovered yourself in the past, okay, yeah, I feel like you will be able to, what your pure potential is. For those for who haven't done this yet, you are kind of like in the midst of wild energy, so you don't know how to manage your energy. You don't know how to manage whatever's happening in your reality. And that will come with experience. So for those for whom this has happened in the past, you've gained experience. You now know what your pure potential is. For those for whom this hasn't happened yet, this just talks of, it's very deep. It's also ancient wisdom. So it's going to take some time for it to come in, because you need some time to gather all this information, right? And to go that deep into your personality. Then you have the Lamb. Now the Lamb, alright, talks of unconditional giving and receiving. Now this card came up in the uprights. So what I'm picking up is that for those for whom this has happened in the past, you are unconditionally giving and receiving to that thing that is your pure potential. For those for whom you are yet to discover parts of yourself that were hidden, okay, this is you still searching. You're unconditional. I feel like you've started to unconditionally search for these things, meaning that you don't place expectations on them. You don't, which is amazing. Now, for the last set of cards, okay, you have 3 cards. You have the 3 of Summer and the 6 of Summer. Now, in this deck, okay, Spring represents wands, and Summer represents cups. Okay, and the major arcana are like dark purple. Okay, so yeah. Now the 3 of Cups talks of news worth celebrating, announcements such as weddings, graduations, or births, friends you cherish. I don't know what that means in regards to that Libra, because that's the first thing that pops into my mind. In regards to that Libra, that you are that is coming in. What also came into my mind a little earlier is that this is another Libra. It's not the Libra you experienced prior. This is a new, more mature, a Libra that did the shadow work. Okay? Now that Libra is going to be more fair-minded. Very important. So there is a celebration happening. Celebration that you cut out the Libra out of your life, or that the new Libra is coming in, right? And that's when Six of Summer. Now this person coming in, okay, alright, might not be a Libra, but this person coming in might have Libra in their chart somewhere. So this person makes you feel like you return to your childhood, or you're meeting someone and it feels like you're a kid again, right? And or the return of people or romances from your past. Maybe someone you already dated is coming back. It's not Mercury retrograde, so we know that they will be more likely here to stay. Yeah. Hopefully. Next we have remembering events differently, in a better or worse light than how they really occurred. Now, I don't know what that means. You're going to have to decipher it for yourself, my gorgeous Cappies. No. Okay. One moment. Excuse me. See my desk. Yeah. Okay. So things are transforming. Yeah. Now the cards clarifying that are the Green Woman pointing towards the right, which, like I said, cards pointing towards the right to me mean that they're happening quickly or they're happening in the future. How deep a future, I don't know, but it is. Right? So the Green Woman talks of wildness, natural magic, expectant gratitude, untamable creativity. So whomever this is that is coming in, or whatever this is that you're feeling, okay, it is going to make you feel like a kid again. Well, I did pull out the Six of Summer, which talks of children or childhood. Anyway, next you have He of the Fairy Sword in the upright. Now, He of the Fairy Sword talks of active principles, spiritual will, justice, protection. Okay. Yeah. So you are this new person. If this is a new person coming in, all right, or whatever, so you are going to be protected either way. Okay, so if this person that is coming in is not the individual that is to your fancy, you'll know how to cut them out like this. Quick, very quickly, you will cut them out. Absolutely. And because now your intuition, your experience has taught you not to trust a certain type of person and to trust a totally different type of person, right? So who are the people you can trust? What have you learned from your experience that you now remember differently, that taught you a very important lesson? That is why you have the Singer of Transfiguration next. Now, the Singer of Transfiguration talks of inner transformation, irrevocable change. So these changes that are happening within, no, what did I say? Inner transformation, irrevocable change. That is Nellis the Alchemist. This is the Singer of Transfiguration, which talks of transformation, transcendence, and metamorphosis. So you are only able to know the difference between if this person is meant for you or not because of your experience. So everything that has happened in your life, you are now clearly seeing that it is meant to help you move forward in your reality. So, my gorgeous and fellow Cappies, that is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my prize. Now, like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell to be notified when I post new stuff, as well as leaving me a comment, because I adore comments. I read them all. I might not answer all of them, but I absolutely read them all. And with that being said, my gorgeous and fellow Cappies, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye!